Hello dear students. So I know it very well that you all are studying very well and revising all the chapters. So today we will revise the literature part. You know very well which are chapters are coming in it. Unit 2.2 we have, that is flying together. Then we have 5.1, that is the lazy frog, and number 6.2 we have, that is talkative barber. So all these three chapters are going to come in your periodic test 2 exam, which is commencing, that is beginning from 26th of October. So let's see the first chapter 2.2, that is flying together. This chapter is already revised and asked in periodic test 1 as well, but still we are asking it again in periodic test 2, so that not to make you more overburdened about that. So let's revise the first chapter, flying together. Look at the first question. Where did the geese live? So you can give the answer for that. The geese live in a deep forest on a tall tree. Okay? So the geese are living in the deep forest on a tall tree. Second question we have. Why did the old bird advise to other birds destroy the creeper? The old bird advised the other bird to destroy the creeper because it was young and they can easily destroy it. Number third question. Why did the geese cry help, help? The geese cried for help, help because they were trapped in net, or we can say the hunter's net. Number fourth question. What did the hunter do when he thought that the geese were dead? When the hunter thought that the geese were dead, he threw them one by one on the ground. He threw one by one on the ground from the tree. Remember this, very important. Number fifth question we have. Why did the geese pretend to be dead? So we can write that the geese pretended to be dead because the hunter should not harm them. If the hunter will find that they are alive, he will take them, but the hunter will not want the dead birds, and that's why all the geese pretended to be dead. Okay, so I hope the points are clear to you. I will suggest you to read this chapter again to get all the questions answered correctly. I already written in notebook also, so you can check with that. Now the next poem we have, 5.1, that is the lazy frog. Now the lazy frog poem is actually a very interesting poem, and there is a frog who is managing all the work with her mother, and she is trying to convince him to do some good work, but actually he is not doing it. If you go for the first question from this poem, what did the frog do all day? So your answer will be, the frog pass his day by sitting on a log, or we can say that the frog lolls all day upon a log. So we can say that the frog lolls upon a log all the day. So this will be your answer for this. How is Fred? So actually Fred is a frog and who is very lazy frog. If the question is asked that who is Fred, then you will write that the Fred is a frog, and if it is asked that how is Fred, so you will say that the Fred is very lazy frog. Okay, now let's go for number third question. Why does his mother's call go in vain? Now in mother's call go in vain, you know it very well, it's a phrase. In vain means that go useless. So the mother is calling him to whom? To the frog, but the frog does not even bother to move 2 inches also, and that's the reason that the mother's call go in vain, useless we can say, because the frog is not paying attention to the call, and that's why the reason is that the mother's call go in vain. So you like the frog's behavior, so we can say that no, that the frog is very lazy frog, and we are not lazy, we are very active people, we have a lot of work to do. And if we sit like lazy frog, then we can't achieve anything in our life. So we can say that the frog's behavior we do not like it, or I do not like it, we can also say. Okay, so that will be the point for the lazy frog. Let's go for the next chapter, 6.2, that is the talkative barber. Now in this, there can be possible that many questions you can create your own as well. When you will read the chapter, at that time you will come to know that how many things and questions can be asked from this chapter. So I will suggest you all to read the chapter thoroughly, go through that properly, and then again go for this all the questions. Now look at the first question. How many brothers did the barber have? So you will write that the barber has, not have, you will write, because here did has come. For that purpose you are using have, not the has. So for that purpose you will write this. The barber has 6 brothers. Getting it? The barber has 6 brothers. Number second question. Why was the Sultan in a hurry? So we can give the answer that the Sultan was in hurry because he has invited few of his friends for the feast at noon. You can give the answer in this way. The Sultan was in hurry because he has invited few of his friends for the feast at noon. Now fourth we can go. Why did the barber want a lot of food? So he was asking a lot of food to test. He was saying to the barber that I want a lot of food for that, but for what purpose he want that? So we can say that the barber wanted a lot of food as he has invited his 5 friends for the feast and he has forgotten to prepare for it. Okay, and we can also say that the barber wanted a lot of food, whether it is enough for his 5 friends, or he wanted to judge that whether the food is enough for his 5 friends. So the final answer you can write in this way. The barber wanted a lot of food, whether it is enough for his 5 friends or not. To examine also we can say that. Okay. Number 5th one. Do you think that the Sultan was really very generous? Yes, we can say that the Sultan was very generous, because even though he was the king, the Sultan, but still he was listening everything from the barber, because his head was also half shaved. For that purpose he doesn't have anything to do with that, and for that reason we can say that the Sultan was really generous man. Okay, and his head was also half shaved, so he has to listen whatever the barber was saying, and he was giving so many things to him. He has given the 3 gold coins, then the dessert food as well. Whatever things he was asking, he was giving them, because he was helpless at that point, and for that purpose Sultan was doing all the things, whatever things were told by the barber. Okay, so I hope all these 3 chapters, that is 2.2, then 5.1 and 6.2, are clear for all of you. And if you have still some doubts, you can call on WhatsApp to ask the questions, but I will suggest you to read the chapter properly and go through it. Okay, and do best in the examination and literature part. As you did in first PT1 exam, you all got out of marks. In that same way you also get now out of marks in the part of literature. I hope you will study best, and all the best for the examination. Thank you so much.